Greetings, Keechlings. Keech Prime here with my live reaction of Kingdom, chapter 885. Alright. Shouldering his dreams, he sets out on the Conqueror's path. So we got Issei, and then we've got Shin. An extremely popular historical epic retelling of the spring and autumn of the Warring States period. Everyone's roles. Okay. Chokotsu's army headquarters report. The remaining enemies have been spotted in a large mass just beyond Chinkyu, to the northwest. Based on the scope and movement, there's no mistake. It's Rishin and Moten's group. Seriously? Prepare to depart. Hurry. Oh, God, why is he naked? Um, and also, why are the other officers presumably naked? Were they having an orgy in here? I think they were, because I see a woman. Oh, Lord. Good fortune, eh? Chokotsu-sama, we're the closest ones to Jinkyu right now. Bad luck for them, though. Bahaha, damn straight. Time for a massage. Ugh. Like in normal means, I'd say this is fine, but yeah, it gets a little weird when you have other dudes in there with you. Um, Move out. We'll drink booze from their skulls. Fute and Kane Army encampment. Kane-sama, report. The enemy has been spotted fleeing just beyond Jinkyu. It's confirmed to be Rishin and Moten's group. We finally found them. Shit. The Chokotsu. Why I can't say his name consistently. Army is right there. They beat us to the punch. What did we do, Kane? Move out immediately. We must be able to overtake, or we should be able to overtake Kyoko. Why can't I say his name? Chokotsu army with our speed. Ready the horses. Move out. Fute, the Kane army is moving out. They're heading towards Jinkyu. They must be aiming to take Rishin's head before the. Yeah. Why? Why is this name? This name is my enemy. Chokotsu army. There's no way they can make it in time. What do we do, Fute? Shit. This name will vex me forever. Chokotsu is headed by Kakukai. I can't stomach him taking all the glory. We're moving out too. Prepare to move out. Ready the horses. Karyuten, so she doesn't really want to harm her, but it's kind of how it will have to be. The Chokotsu army is just past Jinko. Now I can't say that word. God dang, what's wrong with my tongue? Jinkyu. We won't make it in time, Bafuji. Okay, so Earl Kotsumin and Bafuji. Even if we don't, we still have a role to play once we're past the Gone River. Spread everyone out. Yes, sir. I can't imagine failing a second time. But just in case, prepare to create an encirclement past Jinkyu. So, the Kisui army. So, we'll leave the west to Earl Kyotsumen and Bafuji, and we'll take the east. Go, Bate. Yes, sir. There's nothing fun about playing with your food, so let's end this fast and head back north where the real action is. Wait, what's happening in the north that I'm forgetting? However, do not let a single one of them escape. Without the heads of Moten and Rishin, this battle will drag out. Understood. Let's go. Alright, so we're seeing now the Haishin unit and the Moten forces that remain. They're There are dust clouds behind us. The enemy's coming. No, I can see them. They're already within sight. What? Karyutin, calm down. They're still a ways away behind us. More enemies to the left, too. I see dust clouds on the right. Spread out in both directions. We want to split their focus. Yes, sir. I'll call you back at some point. Don't go so far you can't retrieve or receive orders. Understood. Good fortune. Yes, you too. Karyutin, good fortune. Yes. Good fortune. Karyutin, if we go any further, we'll spread from the infantrymen. Understood. Ryu, take the infantrymen along that path the horses can't traverse. Understood. I'll climb that cliff to the right and enter the woods. Ryu, good fortune. Yeah, you too. So, hmm, interesting. So they're going to split up their minimalistic forces against multiple armies. I don't know how this is going to work out well for them. So we got the Haishin unit, or no, it's mostly the Haishin unit, but yeah, it's Shin, Moten, Aizen, Kyokai, Shusui, or Shosui, Shusui, Shusui, um, oh Lord, 10. So he's watching. So she's diverting them with all the ones who need to survive. We use this as a decoy and then we escape. Yes. What the hell are you saying? The Zhao army will do anything to take Shin and Moten's heads. They'll cast a wide net while they chase us down. But that means the hole in the nets are larger, which means a small detachment should be able to split or slip through. So, Shin, Moten, and Kyokai will lead a small force that escapes. But if we just split everyone into smaller groups and escape, that won't work. If the enemy realizes we've done that, they'll close up the gaps immediately. If a small contingent is found, it is already over, which is why we need to arise, or need Eisen arise. Why did I say arise? My God, I can't read. Um, literally, names are my enemy. Um, Eisen and Rikusen group to turn into one large mass and draw the enemy's eye. We'll draw attention to you running away, and then they'll give everything they have to chasing you down. Meanwhile, Shin's small group will wait for the Zhao army to pass by and before making their escape. Hold on. If that's the plan, then what happens to everyone after they've lured the army away? We're still on the brink of complete annihilation. This is the only way to save the Haishin unit. No, the only way to save you, Shin. So she is all in right now. Moten sacrificed the Gakuka to save us when we were about to be massacred at Kanton, and then Insan and the others, they sacrificed themselves so we could escape. Everyone steeled themselves for the outcome if it meant saving you, which means that right here, right now, so you and Moten can escape, it's the same thing. Otherwise, this wall have been for nothing. Don't fucking say. She's right. Damn. Please, Captain, leave us. We'll draw in as many enemies as we can. So, the nameless Haishin unit members. I can't wait to see the look on their face when they realize the captain escaped again. I still can't forgive myself for abandoning our comrades back at Kanton. Seems only fair for us. You all. Ain't no helping it. For the sake of our general, let's go crazy one last time. Oh. Alright, we've got one last job. We have to lure as many as possible after us. Yes, sir. That won't do. Shosui and Dene, you have to escape with Shen. What? So Dene actually gets to. So he really was part of it. Okay. If we ever want the Haitian unit to reform, we absolutely can't lose our officers. For the sake of the Haitian unit's future, you two are also escaping. Hold on. You're telling Shosui and Nene to leave, but you're escaping too, right, Ten? I'm part of the decoy. I have to stay to give everyone their orders here. What are you... Just what the fuck are you saying? Hmm. Karyuten, if what you just said is true, then for the sake of the Haitian unit's future, you're the absolute most important person. That's right, Karyuten, the strategist. Don't tell me you feel responsible too. That's not it. The groups drawing the Zao away have to appear as if you and Moten are with them. Their movements need to look like they're protecting the generals, otherwise the enemies won't fall for it. And if that happens, you'll be even greater danger than before. I have to be able to give orders to everyone to ensure that doesn't happen and you escape. But after that, you and the rest of the decoy group might not be able to get out, and then you. That's true of everyone. Everyone has their own role. For you to make it out of here alive for the sake of the Haitian unit's future, those who gave their lives, and those who are still at Kantan. Even Yoku Yoku and the former Han army knew their role, which is why now I will stay behind and give orders. This is a role only I can fulfill, so that's why I'll do it, Shen. 10. Don't worry, Shen. Once you slip through the net, we'll disperse and make out ourselves. So go. 10. I know you'll revive the Haitian unit and take Roboku's head. But you don't, because if you don't, you can't save our comrades imprisoned in Kantan. In that case, I'll take command of the infantrymen and be part of the decoy group. Ryuyu-san. Ryu? It's essential to have someone who can pass on Karaten's orders to the infantrymen. But we don't have Shujin or Hyro here, do we? So that means I'm the next best thing. Thank you, Ryu. Ryu. Get off me, fool. I'll call Aizen and Rikushin's men here. Then Shin and I will designate which lieutenants will join us in the escape, as well as create smaller squads of infantrymen. Yes, I also want the infantry soldiers to escape. Since they're slower, they'll have to be a separate force that escapes after you. Understood. If the Zao follows for the decoy, our main forces should still be coming this way, searching for you. Yes, which means it'll be much easier to link up with them. Incredible. Quit looking so gloomy, Shin. It's okay. We'll definitely meet up with you afterwards. So they watched them being pursued, and now they head off. Alright, let's go, Shin. Afterwards, we'll definitely meet up and rally the Haishin unit. 10. So we're not actually getting to see the conclusion of that, but we're seeing a grand plan to keep the fire of, our main character, essentially, his unit, his army, to being possible to revive. Will the phoenix rise from the ashes as it were traditional? I do not know. But apparently there's a break next week. Interesting. Alright. But let's see. For the sake of the Haitian unit's future, Karaten has resolved herself to be the necessary sacrifice as the pursuers close in on them. So, yeah. My thoughts are basically, I'm not suspecting that she's going to die. No, I could see her losing maybe a limb or something in the process. Or towards the end, they start Roboku leading all of this. It seems unlikely that he would fall for this indefinitely. So I'm assuming he will, or Kane will notice something. But what I'm suspecting to actually happen, and this is like a deep cut to the most headcanny way for this to play out. I'm thinking 10 will be captured by Kane. The fact of how Kane wants to get there before anyone else, which means, guess what? That includes getting to 10 first. The friendship, we already saw her thinking about her. So if she captures her, she might be able to leverage their previous friendship, 10 would, to be able to keep her and at least some of the surviving members of that detachment to survive, to see another day in probably a work camp or something, much like the soldiers at Kanton. We can only hope that they survive as well, but I would assume in this reality it would be more likely that they have probably been mostly killed off. But this particular detachment, I could see them surviving a bit longer given that connection of those two characters. Will it play out like that? It could be very doubtful. I'm a crazy lad who likes stupid crack theories that don't always make sense, but hey, I've been right before, you know? Go look at my One Punch Man record. It's kind of crazy. Um, but yeah, let me know your own thoughts and opinions on this. Is my theory just full on, you know, crystal meth over here? I don't know. But let me know all your good thoughts and opinions, anything I missed, misunderstood, all that good stuff. And as always, later days. And until next time, Keishlings, bye bye.